Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
And if you're buying a BKB on CK, which you usually have to do after a long string of small items, well, then they know which one is you. So you get roared.
About this offlane setup here for Infamous. You got Oscar, you got Michael on the Doom. This is a duo that doesn't really feel like it can get particularly aggressive, and actually on cue, Oscar's the one who's getting jumped in the tree line. Prada, nice Link Doom play is potentially teamfight changing. That also means, however, that Michael is going to have to be given a little bit of priority in terms of farm as, up in the top lane, Parker not able to get away. There's that combo.
Genik's been sitting on 300 or 400 HP for a good minute now. He's just been really patient here, making sure that Mariano can actually stay in his lane. But it does mean they kind of have to be passive now. It's really just pestering the Tusk, because if Genik goes in, he will most likely die here. It's where he needs to reset. Unfortunately, though, mid.
Infinity looking pretty strong basically everywhere other than mid, and actually right on cue, this could be a play onto Oscar. Are they looking to go? Prada does not have a whole lot of HP, and yeah, they're able to focus fire onto him, take him down. Now Lumiere has to actually fall back because his health's not in a great spot either. The axes will come through. One more right click from actually for Oscar. So at this point, I mean, bottom lane's lost if you're Infinity, right? I don't think there's much more they can do here.
I'm looking top. They want Parker so bad.
Okay. Question now is, does Genik live? Mariano's trying to sort of run interference, might be able to take down A, but with Michael coming in, everybody's got to be so careful here. Parker, that's insanely greedy. He is actually trying to push back in, and he might pay for this.
He's definitely gonna pay for it.
Still holding, trying, but there's the scatter blast to take him down. Parker's a greedy boy, but he gets the kill, and can Michael cancel this TP? No, he can't. Can't even get into the trees, actually, so Mariano's able to get one and get away, and Parker
from Infinity, they have Blink Dagger finished up on the DK. It was a very nice rush from PP to get too greedy with his items, and Oscar, okay.
Kisses are going to come in. Oscar will turn around for the roar, though, try and break it up, but he will still die. But now they're going to try and turn this around, but they don't really have the numbers. Alone gets hit by the Walrus Punch. He's immediately going to go down. I think now they can maybe start to turn. They've taken down Mariano. Parker's involved in the fight now. Lumiere, though, nice toggling once again. I don't know if they actually take him down, because PP, he's got that form back up. He gets in, he gets the stun onto the Templar Assassin, so Parker cannot continue the chase onto the Chaos Knight, and your PP, yeah, he's going to look to chase down at least one more here. A is not a very fast hero on this Grim, and should be able to do this. A is certainly buying a lot of time, but not enough. PP gets the kill. 3 for 1 in total. Could just go for this tier 2. Yeah, they're going to go for the tower. If A steps forward, Prada's just going to sort of search for him. Be able to find him. Oh, there it is. They see him now. They'll go in. TP from Alone. That's too late, and he is going to cancel it. So they do have to sacrifice A there. The
Shredder. Yeah, they got to go on Infamous. They know how important this is. They've got a DD. They've got a full Deso on the TA. They need to be careful of Lumiere's BKB. They don't know, but yeah.
That's so unfortunate. He just got stunned up by Roshan. Michael tried to get in on the back line, so they are going to be able to deploy the double Doom. Genik and PP both dead. Parker, though, is stuck in the Fiend's grip, so Prada's going to be able to get one more for the tally for his side. Still going to be a 3 for 2.
Completed on Infamous's side.
Yeah, I mean, you got to assume Infinity are starting to sort of feel that that's getting picked up, just sort of clicking on the inventories of their opponents when they can, so the only problem is if you look to make a play now, you're fighting in to the Aegis. Do you feel like Infinity still need to just try for it anyway?
Yeah, they've got to. They need to find A. They need to find Michael, and, well, there you go. They found A and Michael.
It's like Genik, they can hear you. Yeah, that's a little too far, Genik. That's very aggressive, but there's the kisses coming through. They get the roar into PP, so Mariano is still firing off that artillery, and oh, Prada tried for that ult once again. Locked down Parker for a while. Parker does end up dying, but Michael was able to blink onto the high ground to cancel it. Now they are looking to turn the fight. Oscar with that domed creep just gets straight onto Lumiere, and we've been sort of
up here, but that build doesn't really work for you until you're 25.
Yeah, it feels like something for Infinity that's getting a little iffy right now. The CK does some damage. The rest of the lineup is conditional damage, right? Mariano with the kisses does well, but when the kisses are gone, he doesn't really do too much. PP needs the dragon form and has to have it for really the entirety of a fight, so it gets a little bit awkward. In the meantime, do want to ask you about this. Parker actually eschewing the BKB to go for the Aghanim Scepter play first, as well, you can give your answer after the fight here, because Prada's going to get taken down, and now Lumiere, he is just so damn slow. He's hit by the Doom. He's not getting himself out of this one alone, picks up the double. And now, Infamous are pushing the high ground, so yeah, they're going after the tier 3. You have the damage at this point in the game, so you feel like you do need all hands and all spells on deck, but I mean, the longer this goes on, it's an 11k lead for Infamous, and they're not really stopping. They're going to go in again, and Prada going to have to be the sacrificial lamb here.
Yep, perfectly played. Alone just gets the slow, then Michael gets the stun, then he wakes up the Viper, and then they get the D wards because they have a gem on Oscar, and all of the control in this game is just the bottom. They're going to pester this top lane a little bit here. Actually, they're going bottom.
Ooh.
They're looking for PP. No
That's a
BKB.
problem. He does not have it up yet. He's just going to get hit by the Doom. Genic tried to get in position for maybe a snowball play, but
oh, no.
it's not going to happen. He actually canceled his TP, too. Canceled it himself, so he's kind of stuck in no man's land. Michael's just going to run him down. In the meantime, over in the base, Lumiere's fighting alone. The trio for Infamous are able to bring him down. This is all falling apart, ET. There's only one buyback.
Out now, or they try to get one last fight in, but this is certainly going to be your megas completed by Infamous here. There isn't all too much you can do here. Hey, at least Genic's alive, you know, limping back to the base, but yeah, I feel like they lost a lot of agency in this game, and yeah,
There it is.
they know. They're not a good megas team. They know that they're not going to be able to hold for very much longer after that. Maybe if DK form was 100% uptime, that'd be a cool part of Dota, but yeah, just too clean from Infamous, and it's strange. It's very interesting.
Yeah. Just, I mean, don't want to be biased, but now I would really
More in his small camp, because that's the name of the game with this Medusa. As oh my goodness, that snake.
nasty.
One more. Doesn't get it. And
Genic
now
might
both
actually turn. Okay, got your dancing shoes on. Doesn't really look like it. Nope, he's just gonna sit there and wait. TP's away, rather.
Yeah, it's free. It's pretty easy. And this is a lane where, unfortunately, actually eating a lot of damage on Oscar, but it is kind of hard to make the trade happen. But with the pure damage, I feel like they might just get him. It's really close, but yeah, that blast, it evens things out. But if he's not able to stick on top of these heroes, Lumiere should just be able to heal right back up. And with this out from Prada, he's right now, they're kind of just doing okay. I think this is a lot better than their previous start. They don't really have to be too scared. Unfortunately, though, yeah, that's where A just snuck up on the Grimstroke. But it's trades across the map. There's a lot of HP being... Yeah, it's not really the prettiest. At the same time, they're just playing everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. Washbelt goes up onto the high ground, but now Genic's here. He's going to drop down the silence. They get the Inkswell to follow it up. Alone still can't channel that Rolling Thunder.
What a timing.
Damn, they cancel it twice in that fight to find the kill, and that's a big one. Infinity really starting to maybe swing some momentum, although PP should have a safety valve here. He doesn't have the mana to jump, however, so...
I'm looking over at bottom lane, though. Alone looks like he wants to actually use his Rolling Thunder, but I think they need to find Genic. They're bringing the Pit Ward as well, but it's such a hard kill on the Mariano.
And look at the wide sort of angle Alone had to take. That's not a quick turnaround. They're still looking for the kill, and they honestly should get Mariano. But with PP coming in, this fight's going to get a lot more complicated. That Ember, though, did lose about half his HP already. They're going to stun him up. He's dropping low. Can he get away? He's going to try with that Sleight of Fist into the jump. And for now, he will fall back, but look at Alone. He wants to push forward. Swashbuckle connects onto 2. Prada's going to get taken down. PP, though, with the Inkswell on him, trying to push back in, but he pushed back into his own death. Alone picks up the double, and now they're going to try and track down Genic. TP coming in from Lumiere, though. Do they really want to fight into the Bloodseeker? He does have the Rupture as well, so someone's not going to be able to run away.
No mana.
Or, yeah, maybe he just doesn't cast anything and literally everyone walks. That's...
Feels like right now Infinity, they need to do what they did so well in the first game. They need to get their first batch of items, and then they need to make that play again. Otherwise, you're going to see them kind of struggle here. And, okay, plan to Michael. Might lose the Lich, yeah, but they need to find, I think, more pressure. They actually need to find a way to take out this middle tower in succession. Otherwise, we could see them really start to fall behind here. But they also need to find a way to get Lumiere involved. It's one of their... And I think that's where Mariano may be leaving his lane a little bit too early. It's kind of laying up the Blink Dagger here, because Infamous are the ones ready to fight now. And Alone might just, yeah, immediately TP out as soon as the Rupture gets traded out. Kill the supports, though.
Oh, the chain!
There it is.
Okay. Chain Frost takes down Michael. Should be able to get Oscar here as well. Okay, product. Sort of yoinks it out from under his teeth. And now maybe there's an opening. Start hitting this tier 1 tower. A is trying his best to be sneaky. Alone and Parker are coming in, though, so even if they do get the kill on the CK, yeah, they got to deal with the rest of this. And Lumiere, no HP, no mana, no way out as he's slowed by that Stone Gaze. And actually, they caught Mariano facing the wrong direction as well, so he was actually stunned. Michael comes in with the slow. Alone needs to sort of come back in for this angle as the TP should get Mariano out. It's a very slow TP, but it still does its work, or maybe it doesn't. No. Oscar able to hit him up with the root. They've got that finished off. The Atos doing some serious work for them. And after all of that, Infinity...
The Bloodseeker, you kind of need to start going maybe a little bit sooner here as the Fiend's Gate, Mariano, nice blink. It's just the Arcane Rune. He just has everything. He does so much damage. Arcane Rune plus Shocker Magic. It's just mean. It's just brutal. And at least they get a kill onto A in the mid lane. But again, it's not near building Infamous who just kind of find their opponents and just tear them apart. Or is Infinity ever going to look for that type of engagement? Because it feels like they have to be sneaky. And unfortunately, I think Mariano, his time is up. This is just the support's taking him out. But there's absolutely no movement. He's caught for what? Rooted for 7 or 8 seconds there, and they're just TPing across the map. They're just doing Infamous things. They're just looking for their opponents really everywhere. And Lumiere, he's got BKB if he has to TP out here, but oh no. Oh,
okay. Was able to get the BKB off.
He turned.
Oh no. He was home free, ET. Just keep your back to him and you're fine. Instead, he turns around. I don't even know if that was maybe just one last click that he did to turn his model, but they don't even get A, who's sitting on just the tiniest bit of HP. I mean, you are giving over the thirst bonuses to Lumiere, I suppose, but Infamous are so far ahead, they really don't seem to care.
Yeah, and it's unfortunately the little misses like that, and they're going again. Okay. Round 2.
This time the stun will connect, but Gannick's been sort of caught on the back end. Once again, they'll quickly take him down, but over on the other side of the fight, Parker's kind of by himself. He's going to lose his backup. Alone and Affliction both taken down, and that was the Stone Gaze used. So now Infamous have to kind of fall back. Infinity, though, don't want to let him go. Mariano pushing forward, looking for the stun. They need more troops on the front line, though, and they just don't have it. Mariano is forced to fall back. Prada does throw out a nice Chain Frost that is going to help them take down Oscar, but they still need to deal with the Dusa. Parker continuing to dish out some damage right now. Lumiere, though, wants to ignore him, trying to get onto Michael on the back line instead. They are able to find that kill, but now the reinforcements arrive. Alone and Oscar back into the fight to get the root down. Lumiere and PP both finish off, and it's in by some time. We got 45 seconds for the next Roche, so if you're Infinity, you are very much invested in trying to sort of drag this out a little bit right now, because a fight around the Roche Pit might just be what they need, especially since a fight around the Roche Pit is not a fight in your base that could threaten a second or third lane of Rax.
Well, let's see. They've got the vision. They just see a Medusa running at them, though. They need to find... Got him.
Okay. Michael's going to get in some trouble here. They're going to stun him up. Can he keep himself alive? He's got 20 wand charges, but he's not going to be able to survive. Lumiere hits him with a blood right. They find that kill, but they've lost their supports. Prada and Gannick both taken down. They're going to be losing Mariano here as well. And the Rapier has now been forced out. It was committed. He unlocked that...
He was waiting. If there was any chance of him making a mistake with the Aegis, well, now he has it. He's not going to be all too scared. People's going to take a lot of damage and dies to that. Well...
He has no buyback. It's still on cooldown. That might just be it. They really aren't going to have as much damage as I think they need here. It's basically going to be loot.
They're ancient. I think the panic's setting in, and yeah, it's not even panic. It's just plainly over. And an end to a run that Infinity really were making work for them. They were hot in the group stage. They were beating teams left and right. Then they eat, I want to say, just 2 2-0s at the end of their run, and then like everything just fell.